马万里先生和叶嘉丽女士上台致辞。
An honor to have our federal members of parliament, Jean Yip and Jen Joar. Good day, Lai Ping. 过年好，晚上好，元宵节快乐。我是叶嘉丽，欢迎大家来我的选区。我很高兴看到很多人来参加这个活动。Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Council General, and elected officials. I am so happy to see so many of you come back and support us here in the riding. And I'm also pleased to be joined by my federal colleague, Member of Parliament, Majid Johari of Richmond Hill. It really is such a good thing to see all of you here tonight, especially in light of what has happened with the coronavirus. I would like to emphasize that the health and safety of Canadians both in Canada and outside of Canada is of utmost importance to the federal government. The spread of risk is low, and also it is very important to pay attention to fact-based evidence and not the misinformation that is out there. The best prevention is to wash your hands thoroughly with soap for 20 seconds. And yes, I mean a full 20 seconds. And also to ensure that if you have a cough and you don't have a tissue with you, don't do this. Cough in the crook of your arm. And if you're not well, stay at home. And most importantly, continue on with your normal routine. Go support the small businesses. Go shop. Go eat in the restaurants, like Royal Fine Dining here tonight. That is the best way, because if the Chinese community does not support our own businesses, our own community, who will? We have to lead by example, to be out there, not to be at home afraid. Go out and support the community, and everybody else will see how strong and united we all are. 猪年祝大家新年快乐，万事如意，身体健康，谢谢大家。
Council General Tao, ladies and gentlemen, elected officials from all levels of government, past and present. My name is Majid Johari, and I'm the Member of Parliament for Richmond Hill. And at the outset, I'd like to thank Mr. Wing and the Confederation of Toronto Chinese Canadian Organization, CTCCO, for inviting us and holding this great event in support of many occasions that we are celebrating here and we are acknowledging tonight. I'm delighted to join you tonight with my colleague Jean Yip, and I understand this is her writing, and thank you for welcoming me. And we are also here to celebrate the Lantern Festival, which is the last day of the Lunar New Year. We are also here to enjoy tradition and eat great glutinous rice balls called tongwu on Lantern Festival. And it's time to bring our families, our friends, and our community together to make sure that we stand united on many fronts, especially on such a night. As you all know, CTCCO, Chinese New Year Gala, has been postponed from past into today to be able to deal with the current situation of coronavirus. I also understand that CTCCO has made substantial donations of both money and medical supply to support Wuhan, and I'd like to acknowledge that, and please give him a round of applause. I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize CTCCO for their tireless effort in leading the Chinese community here in Canada in supporting and helping the victims of the virus. I'd like to commend them for their efforts, especially on social media, the way that they have addressed misinformation and fear by constantly emphasizing the facts. And this is how we should be dealing with this, by dealing with fact, not with fear. I know many of you may be concerned about the spread of the coronavirus. I want to reassure you, as my colleague did, that the health and safety of all Canadians is our government's top priority here in Canada as well as internationally. As you know, the risk for Canadians remain low, and our Canadian health system is well prepared to provide the support needed to ensure the health and well-being of all Canadians. Just as the Prime Minister said not long ago, there is no place in our country for discrimination driven by fear or misinformation. I'd like to thank CTCCO for their hard work that they do to support their community, and I hope to continue the wonderful work that you're doing. I'd also like to wish everyone a happy Lunar New Year, a happy year of wrath, a year that's filled with health, happiness, and prosperity. And again, as we are celebrating the Lantern Festival, and I understand this is the 35th year of celebrating, I'd like to wish everyone a happy New Year, Sinling Koalo, Bonghe Pachoy, and Shishe Daijao. And I'd like to ask the chair to come and receive a certificate on behalf of both of us for the New Year. Thank you.
And for further fact-based information, you can go on the Government of Canada website. It is canada.ca/coronavirus. And there you will also find a toll-free phone number. It starts off at 1833, where you can call for information 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. Thank you.